Yeah, I just want to be the greatest.
It's your boy Hi-Fi Vega back again, and this time we are doing a 12-inch shootout. We have 5 contenders. This is going to be a budget shootout. All of these subs can be had for around $150 or less. You guys know I love budget equipment, and I know that you guys love budget equipment, so we're going to check all these out. For this first video, I think we're just going to check all the subs out. We'll compare them to each other. We'll kind of, see how much they weigh, what materials they're made out of, the final cost, what the RMS ratings are, and we'll also check out the box that I had custom made just for this shootout by a local guy. He does great work. It's custom audio by JD. I'll put his Instagram below. You can just hit him up in the DMs if you want to get a sweet box like this. So speaking of the box, let's check that out, and then we'll get in and see what these subs are all about. As you can see, the enclosure turned out really nice. It has double baffles. It's around 2.3 cubic foot, tuned to 35 hertz. This is pretty much within the parameters of every sub that I plan on testing in this, and it is a test enclosure, so I wanted it to be as broad as possible. And again, custom audio by JD, done a fantastic job. Another shout out to him. Let's get onto these subs and see what they're about now. Alright, here's all the contenders lined up. We're starting with the Cadence Ultra Drive UD12. Next up is the Sundown E12 version 2, the Resilient Sounds RS12, the Savard Rap 12 version 2, and the Rockville K9 version 2. So let me get my shout outs out of the way. The Ultra Drive 12 was sent to me by Cadence to test a while back. I purchased the Sundown E12 myself in a mystery box. The Resilient Sound RS12 was sent to me by Tony Bell from Boxboy Audio Sound Solutions. Make sure and check them out. I'll leave a link below. The Savard Rap 12 was sent to me by Savard, and the Rockville K9 was sent to me by Rockville over a year ago. So shout out to all those guys. And last but certainly not least, I don't want to forget my dude Big D, who sent me the Teramps HD 1800 amp, so I have some power on tap to test these subs. First up, let me introduce you to the Rockville K912. It has an MSRP of $119 shipped. Not all these include the shipping in the prices, so I wanted to make sure to note that. As a 3-inch voice coil, a 190-ounce magnet, a cast basket. This is the only sub in this test that has a cast basket. It is rated 1000 watts RMS and has 28 millimeters of X-Max. The mounting depth is right at 7 inches. They claim a weight of 28.67 pounds. Let's throw it on the scale and see what it actually is. Now, I do have the rubber cover off, so it'll be a little bit less than what they say. This is the Rockville K912. The heaviest out of the bunch at 28 pounds. Next up, we got the Resilient Sounds RS12. It has a price of $134.99. It has a 3-inch voice coil, a 130-ounce motor. It takes 500 watts RMS and has a 17 millimeter X-Max. We have a mounting depth right at 6 inches. We do not have a listed weight, so let's go ahead and throw it on the scale and see what the Resilient Sounds RS12 weighs. Here is the Resilient Sounds RS12. 18.8 pounds. Next up, we got the Sundown E12 V2. The price on this is $119 shipped. It has a 2.5-inch voice coil. The motor weight is unlisted. It takes 500 watts RMS and it has a 14 millimeter one-way X-Max. We have a mounting depth of just over 5 inches. We do not have a listed weight, so to the scale we go. Now on to the Sundown E12. 17.6 pounds. We're on to the Savard Rap 12 version 2. The price is $133 plus $23 shipping. It has a 3-inch voice coil. The motor weight is unlisted. It's rated for 700 watts RMS and has a 15 millimeter one-way X-Max. The Rap 12 has a mounting depth of about 5.5 inches. It does not have a listed weight, so let's weigh it. The Savard Rap 12, 16.6 pounds. Last but certainly not least, we have the Cadence Ultra Drive 12. The price is $105.99 shipped. It has a 2-inch voice coil, a 64-ounce motor. It takes 450 watts RMS, and it has an 8mm one-way X-Max. The Cadence has a mounting depth of around 5.5 inches and no listed weight, so let's put on the scale. The Cadence Ultra Drive, let's see how much it weighs. 11.6 pounds. Okay, let's just kind of recap all these subs again real quick so you get it all in one spot. We'll start with the most expensive and go down to the least expensive. The most expensive being the Rap Savard 12 version 2. It's $156 shipped. It has a 3-inch voice coil. It handles 700 watts RMS. It has a 15mm one-way X-Max, and it weighs 16.6 pounds. The second most expensive subwoofer is the Resilient Sounds RS12. It comes in at $134.99 shipped. It has a 3-inch voice coil, a 130-ounce motor. It handles 500 watts RMS, and it has 17mm of X-Max. This does not say one way, but I assume that is the case. Now, tied for the next least expensive is the Rockville K9 12 and version 2, and the Sundown E12 version 2 as well. So let's start with the Rockville K9. It is $119 shipped. It has a 3-inch voice coil as well, a 190-ounce motor, which is the biggest motor in the Shootout. It's the only subwoofer in the Shootout that does have a cast basket. It has a 28mm X-Max. I'm assuming that's both ways. And it weighs 28 pounds, making it the heaviest subwoofer in the Shootout. Tied with that is the Sundown E12 version 2. It also costs $119 shipped. It has a 2.5-inch voice coil. It handles 500 watts RMS, and it has a 14mm one-way X-Max. And this one weighs 17.6 pounds. And the least expensive sub in the Shootout is the Cadence UD12, the Ultra Drive 12. It's $106 shipped. It has a 2-inch voice coil, a 64-ounce motor. It handles 450 watts RMS, and it has 8mm one-way X-Max. This sub weighs 11.6 pounds. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and test all these subwoofers. We're looking at mainly two things. We're going to look at the power handling capability, see if it does what it's rated on the box or what it's rated on the website, whatever the case may be. And we're going to test the output in the same box that I showed you in the beginning of the video, which is 2.2 cubic foot tuned to 35 hertz. The only sub that does not fall within that range is the Sundown E12, and I believe it calls for like a 1.75. We've got a nice little pairing of subs here. Let me know your favorites in the comment below. Who are you shooting for? Who's going to win? Is there going to be a tie? Let me know your experiences with these subs down below, and keep your eye peeled for part 2 of this, where we actually test these and we get to business and see what sub rules them all, or at least rules these 5. Shout out to all my Patreon supporters, but I want to give a special shout out to the $6 or more members: 2001 Monolithic, The Third Era, G Nava, Joaquin Juarez, Paul Smith, Byron Chambliss, The Karate Guy, Jason Zemer, Travis McClendon, Brandon Hanna, William Berg, Boxboy Audio Sound Solutions, and Jesus Tires. For as little as $2 a month, you can join the team and get exclusive Patreon-only content not available on YouTube. So if you want to help your boy out, check me out at patreon.com/HiFiVega.